Hi there. Welcome to this week's live workout. Welcome. So happy you're here. I'm Gretchen, founder of Balance to the Core, and I try to come on once a week to give you a little bite size live workout. Today's workout is going to be a highlight of what I did last night in my Core Club workout. So, in my Core Club, we work out live twice a week with a group, and we have full length workouts. So if you're interested in checking those out, just look at the description below and check out the Core Club. And your first week is free, so you can check it out and see if you like it. Or you can just head on over to balancetothecore.com. All right, so ready to get started? All right, let's do this. Hank. All right, so we're going to lie down on our backs and just squeeze your legs together and anchor the pelvis and the ribs and the shoulders. Just bend your arms and place your elbows in towards your sides. Close your fingertips and just reach them up to the ceiling. So what I want you to do is start to anchor those upper arms into the mat. And as you anchor them and press them in, notice what happens. Your chest will start to expand. As your chest expands, notice that your ribs want to sort of expand as well. So what I want you to do is allow the chest to expand, but can you send the ribs into the mat and let them expand into the mat? What we don't want to do is anchor and compress them into the mat where everything sort of shrinks in and compresses. We want to keep everything open as well as anchored. So it's a kind of a fine tunement, if you will. So try to see if you can feel that. And if you can't, that's all right. Just keep practicing. It's amazing for your posture right now. And as you anchor that pelvis, allow that to anchor and open and widen on the mat. Take a few breaths. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. And with each breath, just allowing yourself to get more connected into your center. So the breath initiates from that center, doesn't initiate from your nose. We want to really allow ourselves to center into ourselves. I'm going to do one more breath here. Good. And then just place those palms down on the mat, anchoring the palms. Your upper arms are still anchored, so it might feel a little bit sort of longer. It might be a little bit harder to stay wide. Just notice that. All right, so from here, take another inhale from your center. Exhale. And on the second part of that exhale, can you try to just hover your feet off the mat as the legs stay squeezed together? And lower it down. Notice what your spine did when you did that. Did the spine lift, especially that low back? We want to really try to keep it anchored, widened, engaged. Take an inhale. Exhale. On the second part of that exhale, hover the feet. See how that got. Maybe your shoulders are starting to press forward. Try to really keep everything widened and anchored and lower down. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can scoot the feet further away. It's only if you want to. Squeeze those legs together from your hips. It's like you're pulling your ankles into one another. Take an inhale. Exhale. Hover. Lower down. I might scoot a little bit further away. We have two more of these. Really notice what's popping up. And if it's popping up too much, maybe you need to lift the legs a little bit higher. Okay, that's going to help you stay engaged a little bit more. The lower they are, the more challenging it is. All right, I'm going to do one more. And then in this one, can you stay there and maybe lift your arms so you take away that anchor? Those arms are on your back, though. The back stays wide on the mat. And maybe little toe taps. Keep breathing. Nothing's cooching or lifting. And then just squeeze. And can we lift those legs from your center? Pull them in, keep pulling them in, and then allow them to just rest in towards you. Make sure the pelvis hasn't moved. We want to keep that pelvis anchored. Take an inhale here. My hands are on my shins. They're pulling in and up into me to get that hip stretch. On your exhale, flex yourself up. And let's stay right here as you look in between your inner thighs. Now, as you're flexed up, you're lifting that chest up, but your ribs are pulling back behind you. So the chest goes forward, the ribs pull back. Yet at the same time, you have energy out of the crown of your head reaching up to the ceiling. What does that feel like? Chest forward, ribs back, crown of the head up. Right? Now let go. Start to pump those arms. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Maybe let those pumps of the arms be more rigorous. With those arms on your back, they're trying to challenge your upper body stability. If you want a little bit more challenge, maybe stretch those legs out. But those legs stay connected to your center. If you go too low and they start to lift your back up, you've left your center. And go ahead, just hug that in. Good. And stretch your legs long down on your mat. Flex your feet. Heels are connected. So we're pulling those ankles towards one another. And notice what that does in the hips. Really activates them. Stretch your arms up to the ceiling, fingertips together. Stretch back behind you and feel that nice stretch and lengthening of the body. We're going to start to lift those arms up as we lift the chest. And then on your exhale, flex your body up and over. Try not to let the legs move. Squeeze the hips together and lift your body up and over those thighs. Pulse it. 1, 2, 3. Pull it back. Legs stay where they are. And again, exhale up and over. Pulse it. You got to lift from the seat. And those pulses aren't coming from the arms. The pulses are coming from your center. Got 2 more. Keep reaching through those arches, and the heels stay anchored. You feel the difference of letting your body fall into your flexibility versus up and over the legs. One more time. 2, 3. As we go down, hug that right thigh into your chest as you anchor the bottom leg. Stretch it up for a little stretch, pulling that femur in towards you, anchoring the arms, anchoring your body like you did in the beginning. Cross around and up. 5 circles, but maintaining that width and anchoring of your upper body. And then we circle the other way. Good. And then hug it in for that deep hip stretch, anchoring that bottom leg, reaching through the arch. Switch your sides. Lift the leg up, pull the femur in towards you, stretch and lengthen it, and then give yourself that anchor. Cross around and up. Just maintaining a circle that allows you to stay stable. If you go too big and you're wobbling around, make it smaller, make it lower. When you're finished with those 5 in each way, hug it in, stretch it long, roll up. For 3, 2, 1, roll it up through the spine. Let's get our feet and legs, feet down, legs bent. Lift yourself nice and tall, and then just give me that little flexion we did before, where you brought the chest forward, you pulled the ribs back, and you gave energy through the crown of your head. Okay, it's the same position as we did in the 100, but we're just upright. And then let those toes come off the mat. I want you to take an inhale. And as you inhale, can you go back just an inch? And then exhale, come forward that inch and see how the breath guides you. Inhale it back, exhale it forward. Try not to let the heels pull away from you. And if you feel good with it, you can start to roll or keep doing what you're doing. We inhale it back, Exhale it up. Inhale, exhale. I'm going to try a little rollover back there. You can continue rolling, or if you want to anchor and hold into a rollover position, anchor the arms like we did in the beginning. Upper arms, palms really anchor. You're sitting on the shelf of your shoulders. We bend in, we come up. So a lot of Pilates is just the same position, but in different positions, like we're doing the same shape of the spine, but we're now inverted. One more time. Really anchor. Get the strength of that back. Hold it. Anchor those arms. It's really about the arms anchoring on the back. And then come in, and we'll go into our single leg stretch. All right, so I want you to pull back. Keep that chest up like we did before. Chest forward, ribs back, energy out of the crown of the head. Pull, 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 pull. Good. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right into double leg stretch. So pull it in, find that position we did in the 100. Keep it as you reach and wrap. Chest forward, ribs back. Yeah, 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Reach those arms or legs up to the ceiling. Arms stay on your back. Pull, pull with the hamstring. If you need a break, you always take it. Just go down, take a breather, come right back. Femurs slide past each other. Yeah, 1 more each side. Now both legs up, take your hands behind your head, chest forward, ribs back. Reach out of the crown of your head. Stretch it, pull it. Reach away. Try not to let the legs pull your torso with you. You want to really anchor it in that position. It's very active. 2 more. 1 more. Bend it in, crisscross it out. Armpit to that knee, up and over. 6. 2 more. And go ahead, hug it and take that breather. Bend your knees or bring your legs forward a little bit. Flex your head, neck, and shoulders and use the arms on the legs on the arms to lift yourself up. All right, coming into a little spine stretch forward. Flex the feet, lift up tall. So that flexion we did with the chest forward and the ribs back, we're going to do it here. So reaching through the heels down. Squeeze the hips and lift tall. We're going to take an inhale here. On your exhale, just bring the chest forward and the ribs up and back. And energy out of the crown of your head. Anchor the fingertips and really try to lift the chest and pull those ribs back. Feel that stretch? And then we stack it up through the spine. Again, it's the same shape. We're just in a different position. The lower half of our body is not flexing. Our lower half is the stability. So you got to use your seat. You got to reach through the heels. Keep the heels anchored. Doing great. Squeeze those legs together. Good job. Let's do a quick little extension. I'm running out of my 15 minutes, but I really just wanted to go through that front part of the first part of the Pilates series. So hopefully you feel really good. All right. So we're just going to take our hands into our shoulders and then out to the sides, away from our mat. Take an inhale here, really anchor the feet and the pubic bone. Squeeze the ankles towards one another. And we pull the chest forward. Not the neck, not the chin, the chest. See how those arms help you as well? We're finding length. Anchor pubic bone and feet. One more time. Good job. And we sit it back. Just a quick little stretch. Good. And then we'll take it to the side for some side bends and maybe some planks, and we'll call it a day. Call it a day. Anchor that arm on your back. All right, you ready? This is like foot leg work. Okay, so I want you to push into your feet and I want you to lift the hips, and then you're going to give yourself that chest rounding to the side, but the ribs pull up. Same idea, right? Energy out of the crown of your head, but really stand in those feet and lower it down. Try it again. Push into the feet. Push the feet, squeeze the hips, lift that pelvis. And then we want to flex the chest over, the ribs pull up, stretch out of the crown of your head. Make sense? One more time. And push, squeeze, flex. Now turn it and find your plank here. Squeeze those ankles towards each other and let's just rock it back and forth. Good. 3, 2, squeeze those hips, push into those feet and release. Send it back. Other side. I think we're almost at 15 minutes, right? We might be a little past. Sorry about that. I have a tendency to do that. It's hard to do the bite size. All right. Shoulder on your back. Push into the feet. Got it? So we're going to push into the feet. We're going to lift the pelvis. Now flex the chest over, lift the ribs, look down and really stretch out of the crown of your head. Maybe let the crown of the head fall to the floor and really give it energy. Yeah? But the emphasis is on the pelvis and the legs to really support you. So get that support first, then work the flexion of the spine. Because I don't want you to sit in that shoulder joint. You need your support in your center. One more time. Now turn it to your plank and just give me little leg lifts, but the pelvis stays where it is. So we're stretching the thigh, using the seat and hamstring for 4. Good. 3, 2, 1. Set those knees down. Push yourself back. You did it. Hopefully that was a nice little body waker upper. And all those little muscles are now happy and ready to support you for the rest of your day. So thank you. Thank you so much for being here with me today. And again, if you want to check out a full version of this workout that's more like 40 minutes, then come join the Core Club. And again, the link is below. You can check it out for a week, so you can even check out this specific workout if you liked it. And we'd love to have you part of the community. Thanks so much for being here. And I'll see you again next week, okay? Bye-bye. See ya.